This is the Ineos Grenadier. We somehow got our hands on one for this trip and wanted to see if it can get up this dune. And we wanted to put it to the test against some of the biggest 4x4 rigs in South Africa. We had Ed, Darrel, and Ram. And it was our opportunity to showcase the beauty and biodiversity of Maputaland with them. But it wasn't all just fun. There was quite a lot of stress involved, especially for David, who organized this trip. He dubbed it the Odyssey. We were headed to a nearby community-owned lodge called Mikasa to meet up with the rest of our Odyssey crew and ended up waiting around a bit. They eventually arrived, led by James. David and I were excited to see the cars and meet the crew. And we had a quick walkthrough of our plans.
Yeah, that we can take you to. I think for us the main thing is to show you guys how variant this part of the world is.
Then we started exploring the bush, starting off slow with a terrapin.
Fire bark tree, what is it?
Torchwood.
Torchwood.
What's the itinerary? Yeah, Darrel, what's the itinerary?
We had today, tomorrow we're off.
And getting a good idea of Darrel's memory. Although he did make up for it with his spotting skills.
A cactus. And that and whatever.
I thought a good way to highlight the biodiversity of Maputaland would be using the proximity of wildlife to incredible marine life. And I was trying to get Darrel to say something along those lines, semi-naturally, but didn't quite succeed. Darrel, where are we going tomorrow?
We're going on a game drive again.
And in the evening?
And in the evening we're going to Lake Panic or something. Is that the Kruger? But I can tell you in a minute.
Just we're going to an area where there's sounding like waves and
Sabaya.
like the beach.
Are we going to? Okay.
Despite Darrel's memory, we were now primed to head to the beach. Oh, and we did spot a chameleon apparently.
Yeah.
Having experienced the reserve, it was time to leave.
The elephant route.
Yeah.
Bitch, we gotta turn around. Wrong way.
Although James did try to get us lost on the way, we drove out through the Phoebe tree forest. While James started showing off some key features of the Ineos.
So this car has a hoot and a little toot. But then a hoot, toot, hoot, toot, hoot, toot.
Sounding like you're having a hoot, bro.
Double toot, double hoot.
Nice.
Something interesting, something to think about.
Action. And those fun switches really are a great feature. With that jump scare, thanks to Darrel's train horn, we had some fun in the cars. And the Ineos could really hold its own. And it really impressed the other guys with its toots.
It's a toot.
Ryan,
you
you're
see this
up.
Grenadier?
See the tooth in the roof? It's got a tooth under it.
Yeah. So this one, that's a toot. And this one, that's a hoot. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's brilliant.
And despite one or two hiccups in the
There.
four-wheel driving Ineos, we were ready to roll.
There we go.
And it was now time to head to Banganek to see the turtles. Oh, and after 3 videos of guiding me on Banganek Beach, we finally got some shots of Agrippa Shange during the day.
My name is Agrippa. I'm a city tour guide.
It was a beautiful evening. Darrel got a bit distracted by the ghost crabs. But after that brief distraction, the search resumed.
Turtle.
Okay, there may have been a few more distractions, but eventually we found some hatchlings.
I'll remember for the rest of my life. This is amazing.
Okay, do that all again.
8. Are you f***ing with me?
No, I'm serious, the castle light is in the shot.
After the last episode, I lamented the fact that I hadn't interviewed people afterwards. So this time, I did it with the Big Sky social media intern, Dino.
I think it's awesome stuff. It's a good experience. They are very adorable. At first I wish like I could grab one and put it in my pocket, but it's not allowed.
The next day, we went on the Cozy Lakes for a boat tour. Everyone was keen. These are the fish crawls. But you already saw that in the last episode. This time, we did get to see the hippos a bit closer though. And do some snorkeling, which I had a GoPro for this time. It was a very relaxing day.
Oh, that's cool. Wow!
That night, we had some different cooking techniques to try. The iKamper versus good old-fashioned braai, and Darrel was showcasing the Cobb experience.
I'm Donnie Middlebrook, and I'm cooking chicken espetadas on the fire.
I'm James, I'm cooking a delicious halloumi. You can see how beautiful it is.
Hope you wash those hands.
Nice and burnt. I'm cooking on the iKamper.
Although he was a bit tentative about me filming it.
Hi, I'm Chef Darrel. In my youth, I was the one responsible for training Gordon Ramsay. But anyway, we're here now. Time's moved on, so I don't want to gloat on that. But I'm busy making a roast vegetable. Honey, butter, brandy, roast vegetable mix. And I'm going to put the lid on now. So this is the Cobb experience, and we're going to use the convection cooking. Are you filming or are you just looking?
I'm filming.
So, are you really?
Yes.
This is great for Cobb. They're going to put this on their YouTube channel, unedited.
We're using the convection system, so the shallow dish with the holes around to get the convection cooking going. Do you see the holes?
Compliments to Chef Darrel for the meal. Finally, it was time to hit the dune, but we weren't off to a great start. Everyone gave it a go. A little time to strategize every now and then. The Ineos' 4x4 complexities led to some more confusion, but we got back to it shortly after. That's our social media intern Bino, who decided to give it a spin as well. And here's a supercut of all the attempts we made. Eventually, we started doing time lapses. And finally, Ed made it.
It's so easy. Why are you guys struggling?
Okay, Ed, how do you feel?
Great.
Yeah?
No, it was good. We let the tire pressures down a little bit, chose the right line, and then easy does it. So, a lot of fun out here. The worst places to be, eh?
Which encouraged everyone to try even harder, especially Darrel. He finally made it up too, but it didn't stop him from trying again and again.
This video of Darrel just going around at us. Well, it's like nice. Nice.
Eventually, it was time to the beach at Black Rock and get some much needed R&R. We headed back to Googs for some activities. A sunrise snorkel at Lalanek, a tour around camp, prepping for a turtle drive, which reminds me, the Ineos has tire pressure sensors, which is pretty sweet. Oh yeah, and then we did the turtle drive, but sadly we didn't see any turtles. And some resting was thrown in. But there ain't no rest for the wicked, and now it was time to race. Ineos versus the Land Cruiser. And the Ineos won, which no one was really surprised by. How does it feel, guys?
Yeah, it felt great. He didn't stand a chance.
And so we were on our final leg of the journey, heading to Lake Sabai to do some camping. This tent that David and James set up is actually part of a new offering that we're going to launch. It's still in the works, but keep an eye out for some intense development soon. A quick freshen up, and we headed home. And so it's finally time to tally up the points for the Ineos, starting at 50 out of 100. We have the Hoot and Toots.
Toot, 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 double toot, double toot.
Ed thinks it's brilliant.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Fun switches. No train horn. Looks good with mud coming off its wheels. Struggles to get a low range. Confusing 4x4 usage. The manual sucks. The tire pressure reading is seriously awesome. It looks like a Land Rover, but it has the same turning circle as one. It beat Darrel in the race. Failed to dune. And so the final score is 80. So it's definitely a grade A car. I just don't think we can really afford one for our total drives just yet. But hey, Ineos, sponsor us or something. I don't know. And that was our Odyssey. Next time we film the community and camp members. An architect comes to the camp and we have a return guest. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Ed, Ryan and Darrel for the adventure and the footage. Please like and subscribe so I still have a job.
Hi, I'm Chef Darrel.